Hello there, welcome to our channel. Today we will show you a collection of seashell arts. So, watch the video until the end to see these beautiful ideas and get inspiration. We post furniture, decor, and craft ideas videos on daily basis. Seashells carry with them the slow, steady rhythms of the shore, the hiss of waves, the crackle of sand underfoot, the salt in the air. Transforming these natural treasures into art and craft is a practice as old as human coastal settlements, a quiet dialogue between maker and material. Working with seashells invites an intimate attention to texture, color, and form. Each piece is a stored memory of tides and time, with ridges worn smooth by sea and coloration painted by the ocean's chemistry. When used in arts and crafts, shells bring a unique combination of organic irregularity and enduring beauty that can be both decorative and deeply meaningful. At the heart of seashell craft is a respect for the shell's origins and a sensitivity to their fragile nature. Beginners learn quickly that shells vary widely. Some are thick and robust like conch or whelk, suitable for structural work. Others are thin and delicate like small scallops or juvenile clams, perfect for mosaics and inlays. Collecting responsibly means gathering only what is plentiful and avoiding shells that still house living organisms. Many artisans also source shells from sustainable suppliers or work with drift shells that have naturally washed ashore. Once collected, shells need cleaning, gentle washing, soaking to remove residual organic matter, and sometimes a careful bleaching or vinegar rinse to brighten colors without damaging the surface. After drying, shells can be polished with oil to enhance luster, sanded lightly to remove rough edges, or sealed with a clear varnish if they'll receive heavy handling. Seashells serve multiple roles in craft: surface ornament, structural element, textural contrast, and symbolic motif. In mosaic work, shells are broken into chips or used whole to form patterns, their nacreous interiors reflecting light differently than ceramic or glass tesserae. Creating a shell mosaic requires planning for adhesive choice and substrate. Outdoor pieces benefit from marine-grade epoxy and concrete backing, while indoor work can be done on wood or heavy cardboard with white craft glue or silicone. The irregular shapes of shells lend mosaics a spontaneous, organic look. Practitioners often play with gradations of size and color to create flow and movement, mimicking waves or tidal patterns. Jewelry is a common and beloved outlet for shell craft. Small, pierced shells can be strung to make necklaces and anklets, while larger pieces can become pendants or brooches. Drilling shells requires steady hands and the right tools: ultrafine diamond-tipped bits, slow drilling speed, and plenty of water to prevent cracking. For those who prefer not to drill, shells can be wire-wrapped or mounted in bezels. Combining shells with other natural materials, wood, leather, sea glass, and coral, creates layered textures and contrasts between gloss and matte, translucence and opacity. Shell jewelry often carries a personal narrative, symbolizing travel, seaside memories, or a connection to nature, making such pieces popular as gifts and keepsakes. Home decor projects using shells range from subtle accents to bold statements. Simple arrangements in glass jars or bowls bring a coastal accent to a room without overwhelming it. More ambitious projects include shell-encrusted picture frames, lampshades, switch plates, mirror surrounds, and furniture inlays. Crafting a shell-encrusted frame, for example, involves layering shells of different sizes and orientations, sometimes interspersed with small pebbles or beads for visual interest. Using adhesive with a strong initial grab and gap-filling capability helps shells sit flush against the substrate. Afterward, a clear grout or resin can stabilize smaller gaps and add a finished, glossy sheen. Lamps and light fixtures can take on a magical quality when shells with slightly translucent edges are used. Light diffuses through the thinner sections, creating warm, iridescent glows evocative of sunlight through wave-tossed water. Smaller shell crafts are especially suitable for children and community workshops because they require minimal tools and allow for expressive, tactile play. Making shell magnets, wind chimes, and simple garlands are friendly entry points. Glue shells to small magnets, string them on monofilament for wind chimes, or attach them to twine with small knots for garlands. Projects for kids should emphasize safety, supervision with hot glue guns and careful handling of sharp edges, while encouraging creativity in color combinations and arrangements. Activities like painting shells with acrylics or embellishing them with glitter and sequins can be a whimsical way for young crafters to personalize their pieces and explore pattern making. Shells are an excellent medium for combining craft with other techniques like painting, carving, and casting. The smooth surfaces of larger shells can be painted with fine detail using acrylic paints, turning each shell into a miniature canvas. Artists often paint seaside scenes, stylized patterns, or abstract color washes that complement the shell's natural forms. Carving into thicker shells can reveal layered textures and produce intricate designs. This requires steady hands and specialized tools but rewards with delicate filigree-like results. For more experimental approaches, shells can be used as molds for casting small objects in plaster or resin. Pourable materials capture the negative space inside a shell, producing casts that echo the shell's interior contours and can be incorporated into larger assemblages. Beyond aesthetics, seashell crafts often carry cultural significance. Many coastal communities have traditions of shell working passed down through generations, creating ceremonial objects, jewelry, or trade items that reflect local identity. In some places, shells are used as currency or symbolic tokens, in others they figure into rituals and storytelling. Contemporary artists sometimes engage with these histories, using shells to comment on environmental issues like overharvesting, habitat loss, and ocean pollution. Shell art can become a platform for activism when makers incorporate reclaimed materials, highlight endangered species through depictions and narratives, or donate proceeds to marine conservation efforts. Design considerations in shell craft balance durability, function, and the shell's own visual properties. When creating wearable pieces, weight is a key concern. Large shells add heft and must be balanced ergonomically. Sustainability and ethical practice occupy an increasingly important place in modern shellcraft conversations. Collectors and crafters are encouraged to avoid contributing to ecosystem stress by refraining from removing shells from protected beaches, especially when doing so at scale for commercial purposes. Many artists are transparent about sourcing, listing whether shells are ethically collected, salvaged, or purchased from suppliers who follow sustainable harvesting practices. Using alternative materials, ceramic shells, polymer clay replicas, or upcycled seashells from household waste, can preserve the aesthetic without impacting marine life. Educational aspects, too, are meaningful. Workshops often include short talks about tidal ecology, the importance of leaving some shells for hermit crabs and other beach dwellers, and how pollution affects shell diversity. As a practice, seashell arts and crafts foster patience and close observation. Even quick projects slow the maker down. Cleaning, sorting, choosing placement, and adjusting adhesives all require mindful attention. This meditative quality is part of the attraction. Working with the remnants of the sea encourages reflection on time and place. Ultimately, seashell craft is as diverse as the shells themselves. From the smallest child decorating a clam shell with sequins to a professional artist carving intricate patterns into conch, the medium offers endless possibilities. Each piece honors the basic truth that art can begin with what the world provides, a small, weathered shell whose simple elegance connects maker, material, and memory. Well, dear viewers, there you have them. Which ones did you like? What did you like about them? Share us your thoughts in the comments section. We hope you've enjoyed our today's content. If you do, please consider subscribing to our channel if you haven't already, and also smash that notification bell so that you will be the first one to be notified when we upload new videos. And finally, thank you for watching until the end. We look forward to seeing you in our next video. Until then, stay safe and stay blessed.